Have you talked to other actors? Can you tell how proud we are of our show? We're lying. No, we love our show. We love our show. We adore our show.
We're talking about crossovers.
Oh yeah, crossovers. I wish we could do more of them. But the trouble is that Eureka films 6 or 7 months ahead. So they're filming next year's show. They film what's on the air now 8 months ago, so it's very hard to cross over. I can tell you one thing. I think that even though that we are the #1 show and have been for 3 years on the sci-fi history, I think they're underestimating how many people are watching our show. And I'll tell you why. I have a daughter in college. You know how many people in college watch television sets?
Not very many.
None. They're watching that. They're watching their computers. So when they see it on the internet, this show, they're getting advertising, aren't they? Yes, they are. Can they turn off the advertising? No, they can't. So why aren't we being counted? I have a long career because I'm very old, and I have people recognizing me from Frasier, True Romance, Unforgiven, and I can tell usually, you know, that guy's got tattoos. He likes True Romance, you know. But I can tell. But this show, they're all ages, all walks of life, and it's mostly the fans are now coming from where else they're underestimating by half how many people are actually watching our show.
Maybe they just don't know how to count those who are watching by computer or cell phone or whatever.
They do a little bit, but it's not counted properly.
Should be. A lot of children stay on the air. They count it. You know, watching by computer.
I know. Anyway, we're very blessed. We're a very blessed show. There's a great chemistry. You know, I'll tell you something. Unsung hero of Warehouse 13, the design department. Franco Dakotas, Joanna Hansen, our props department, the best design show I've worked with in my entire career. And they're unsung. I don't know why you guys don't write about it more. If you look at the show and the way these props are designed and the way these sets are designed, it is truly, they are geniuses. The art department on our show was extraordinary. And I wish more people would talk about it.
Well, actually, speaking of that point, a lot of the artifacts that they made, it's also
beautiful.
Is there something that, is there a particular artifact that you thought is just incredible?
Well, there was the first season, they made Rheticus's compass. It was a $12,000 prop that had to look like it came from Renaissance times, and it was truly beaten out of copper and wood and silver, and it was incredible, and brass. Beautifully made compass that unfolded, and I was so impressed with the care, the diligence, and the love, and the craftsmanship, and that's been a consistent factor in the show. Attention to detail.
So how rewarding is it to you, not only in sci-fi, but Warehouse 13 is one of the few shows that families can watch together.
I know.
I watched with my 8-year-old son, and my 75-year-old uncle loves you. And sometimes you watch it, it's like multiple generations.
I think that's true. I think you're right. I think that's why they're not counting enough people. There are a lot of shows that you can only watch, certain members of the family. Very few hour-long shows that a family can watch together. We're on at the right time. Our violence is kept at a minimum. If it's working for a 7-year-old, something else will work on a wit level. You know.
Right.
The other thing that our show has done is it's attracted women in a way that other sci-fi shows have not. You know how? By making the show wittier and by raising the bar. Smart women are sexy, and our show is filled with smart women, and nothing's sexier than a smart woman. And I think our show has done that, and they've raised the quotient by double digits of the number of women that watch sci-fi because of our show, and I'm really proud of it.
You sure it's not because of having you on there as Beefcake?
Yes, also there.
What is one thing about you that people would be surprised to know?
They'd be surprised to know that I've written a play that the film director Frank Oz is about to direct in London at the Chocolate Factory. It's called Terrible Advice. It's a 4-character comedy that opens at the Chocolate Factory in the South Bank in London on September probably around the 22nd of September. And Frank Oz, who's a great film director, has never directed a play before. I'm very proud of that.
So to what extent will the agents be testing all these patients as the season unfolds?
But to what extent were they tested?
testing his patience?
Mine? They're always testing my patience. Like, because I'm the dad, so they're always going to screw up. But mostly, you know, it deepens the relationship. You know, frankly, I think you wouldn't watch the show if there wasn't a family dynamic that you can relate to. Fantasy adventure is great, and it's a great premise, but unless we had a family dynamic, and that's what Jack Kenny has done with the blessing of the studio and the network, is he's deepened that family dynamic. So he plays on that every episode to a huge extent. Our relationship with each other really does resemble a family's relationship with each other, with all the bumps and dark secrets and difficulties and love and trouble that a family goes through. Without that, there's no series. So there's this. It's a pleasure talking to you guys.